it's time for a seasonal refresh. In today's Style File, Studio 5 fashion contributor Casey Matheny is here with 5 simple swaps to get you elevated look for this fall. And best of all, most of these swaps are actually already in our closet, ready to be used. We're just not sure.
Absolutely. We just need to like pull them out and kind of relook what we have and be like, okay, I'm gonna be intentional with what I'm doing here.
Yes, and speaking of intentional, I feel like you get really intentional when it comes to your fall wardrobe. What's your mindset around that?
I mean, I love fall, I love clothes. I think that it's a really great time to just get creative and have fun and playful with the layers. So it's just like new, you know? In summer, it's kind of you throw a dress on and you're done, and in fall, we can just have a little bit more fun.
And actually, you're saying a lot of us are hanging on to these outdated styles in our closet for no reason because they don't serve us anymore.
Yeah.
Why are we doing that? Why do we do that?
I think because we're just like scared to say, no, you don't have to do that anymore, you know, and just to kind of think outside the box, take 2 extra minutes to be intentional with what you're wearing.
Okay, but guess what?
What?
I threw away all my cheetah print. I was
That's
like,
okay.
This is terrible. I'm never seeing this again.
And here it is.
Here it is.
But every time, I swear, it just comes back different.
Yes.
I don't think that's awful to do that because it's always going to come back different.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it
okay,
is.
first off, we're going to get right into it. The first swap is actually that long and loose cardigan.
Yes.
But you're swapping it for a blazer.
We're going to swap it for a blazer. Listen, cardigans can be great, but once again, they just kind of come back different.
Yeah.
So if you want to elevate your look, swap it for a blazer. You're going to keep that comfort level, but it's just going to look more intentional and a little bit more refined, but still be very comfortable.
And I've seen cardigan blazers.
Yes,
That are
sweater blazer.
Yes, that's just that cozy vibe, but it is that structured, fitted look. It just elevates it.
It does. Having that structure elevates it, and it looks good on most every body as well.
Yeah, okay, so as long as we're talking about jackets, we're gonna move on to this next swap. You're saying you've got a good jacket swap for fall.
I do. Okay, so instead of those more fitted, tight, cropped jean jackets, we're gonna go for a barn jacket.
Okay.
And a barn jacket can still be denim,
Right.
but it can also be canvas, cotton, corduroy. It's gonna have a longer silhouette, sometimes a belt. You can either button it all the way up, you can leave it open. There's a lot that you can do with this. It just looks more current.
And it is, I think we're going back right to that structure. It feels so sophisticated, but sophistication doesn't have to be boring.
Yes.
This barn jacket feels so chic, but it doesn't feel intimidating.
I'm so happy you said that. Yes, I just wanna get out of like the boring and to push you a little further to try something new that can still feel easy, but just a little more elevated.
Love that. Okay, what are we swapping for bottoms?
Okay, so we all love leggings, me included. I love them.
Oh,
I'm not
you're
hating
gonna
on
tell
them.
us we're swapping those.
But here's the thing, still
Just pull the
very
Band-Aid.
comfortable. I am. I'm gonna rip it off.
Okay.
Instead of leggings, we are gonna do long, loose trousers.
Oh, okay.
Still very comfy, movable, but they're just a wide leg. They just feel more elevated.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere, so it's not like, where do I go? Go anywhere. Go to Macy's, Madewell, J. Crew, Nordstrom, Old Navy, like everywhere has these.
Yeah.
They're just more elevated. We could even wear this exact same top with leggings or swap it for trousers.
And
now
again, we're going back to that sophistication.
Yes.
And these trousers, even though they're wide leg, some people have this hesitation, but wide leg is very flattering on all body types.
Oh, it is so flattering. It nips in at your waist and then flares out, just kind of skimming over maybe wider thighs or wider hips, and then it just skims out and just looks so flattering and balanced.
Yes, here's your permission. Wide leg trouser.
Yes.
You got it.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
next we have what are we doing?
So instead of, say, a monochromatic look.
Oh,
I love
monochromatic.
Listen.
So this isn't necessarily a swap,
No.
but this is kind of a new thing to try
Yes,
this
I'm
fall.
not knocking monochromatic, but maybe say you've mastered monochromatic. What's next?
Yes.
I love doing this 3-tone look.
Oh,
so you
okay.
grab 3 tones that will look good together. In this case, we're doing these very earthy tones. So the browns, the maroons, the navies, and we're adding them together.
Ooh, I love
and
that.
And it just feels like fall, right?
Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be all neutrals. Tell me,
it doesn't have to be all neutrals. I mean, you could look at a color wheel and choose like the 3 triadic colors and be like, I'm going this way, you know? So I just love this for my coloring. Neutrals work great.
Okay.
But for yours, it may be different. It could be black and gray and white, right? You just add those 3 colors together. But choose 3, stick to those 3, and play with them.
This feels like a simple way. I think we were so obsessed with the sets for so long. Monochromatic is the new set. And I'm saying it out loud because you still have this, like, these all go together, but once you pair them all together, it pulls up that sophistication because they go together.
They go together.
Oh,
yes.
Love that. Okay, accessories. We're not just talking about clothes.
Accessories. Okay, so moving from summer to winter, we need to swap out the accessories.
Okay.
So instead of like the bright, colorful, maybe plastic accessories or wicker bags and straw hats, we're gonna bring it down, we're gonna ground it. So we've got wool hats, we've got nice structured leather or suede bags. We're gonna see suede everywhere. And then with jewelry, an easy way to do jewelry for this winter and fall is to just mix your metals, your golds, your silvers, and keep them classic and minimal.
I see that you did that on your necklace. I'm obsessed. I'm loving it.
Thank you.
I love that you're giving us permission to go sophisticated, to push it up a little bit, and the notches, and even in the jewelry. So I think these are all great tips. Where can everybody connect more online with you?
You can find me on any of my socials. On Instagram, I'm Casey Matheny Style, just teaching all the fun styling tips.
Such a fun follow. Great tips, because she is telling you it is time to get rid of this. It's time to get rid of that. But it also doesn't feel like you're doing it wrong. Like, she's not telling you you're doing it wrong. She's telling you this is just maybe something to get rid of. I love that.
In a kind,
way. But it's also like we need to know. We need to know the things. So Casey's gonna tell us. Thanks, Casey.
You're welcome.